Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We play to win. Let's go! Outside. 53, check 53. Ricky. Check.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold from the gun. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On first down, it's Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Slam.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On second down now, it's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
65. Hey, Mike 51. Cut. Mike 51.
Now Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Play action now. Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Darnold. And And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
57 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And some space here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ebron's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bengals 7. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
53, man, 80.
Darnold from the red zone now. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
You ain't going nowhere.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him? Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way. So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away. Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 53,
A final shot before the break. Darnold, and that's complete. It's Green here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Brissett again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the 29, Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
53, check 53. All day, just like that.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
53 at the 40-yard line. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that defense.
Darnold to throw again. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Check 53 flight. Check 53. Red 80. Here we go.
Throwing again is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And got his man complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on first down. Hines able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 37-yard line.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the 16, Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Switch it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump-off. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Check 3. Single.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the slip.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he puts it through.
Next to score, 42. Bengals 21.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 8. Now again, right side. Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in wrong.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 35-yard line.
No. Slam.
They run again with Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, it's Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.